So last year, God impressed upon my heart to give probably more than I have to this house before. Good old me, hey? You know, I felt really happy with myself. But that was after I found it really hard, to be honest, because in March last year, my contract ended. My contract that had been a 6-month contract from 2016 and just kept getting renewed until last year, 2021. And so I had assumed my contract at the end of March would get renewed, and it didn't. And I knew that Heart for the House was coming up. And I'm like, God, how do you want me to give to Heart for the House when I haven't got a job? I haven't got an income. Where's my seed? You know, and he showed me where my seed was, which wasn't from my job. You know, he's really good. He kind of said, you do have some money, you have it somewhere else. And so my seed happened to be in some money that I had in the UK. So then, as I was thinking about giving for this year in my very charitable way, God reminded me of Malachi 3, where it says, bring all the tithes into the storehouse, says the Lord, and I will open the windows of heaven for you. I will pour out a blessing so great that you won't have enough room to take it in. Try it. Put me to the test. Well, I like doing that. I'm a very literal person, so I did. Because I actually got a job last August. After Heart for the House, I got a job, like timing. But anyway, I actually checked how much I was getting paid. I was getting paid 30% more than the job I left. 30%. You know, we're in the middle of no wage increases and now inflation's going up. I got a 30% increase. And the money that I gave was out of some money in the UK, and I have a house there and I rent it out. At the moment, after, spending even more, I'm now receiving 14% more rent on that property than I did last year. So test me in this. Test me and add it up. Don't just think I gave, so I have less. I wanted to find out how much less I had this year than I did last year, because I gave. So I tested it. And if I look at that wage increase and the rent increase, I've got back more, much more, than I ever gave. So I'm actually excited about giving, because I want to see how much more God can bless me, right? Because if I gave more than I ever did last year and I've got more than that back, what happens if I give even more this year? So I challenge you to do the same. Test me in this. Actually add up the numbers. Find out what you've got. And it might be because you benefited from the government windfall of all those payments that were coming out last year. Or it might be that you got a new job during lockdown. Or it might be something different. You know, maybe you got a different non-financial payment. But test it, measure it, and give it a go.